to Chris Cook for YouTube. It's cold here in Virginia, but on a day like this, I can tell you exactly what you need on the inside of you to warm that tummy. So let's get started. Oh, it's cold. Okay, I'm inside, and this is going to be Crockpot chicken and wild rice soup. The ingredients you're going to need is chicken breasts, chicken broth, carrots, butter, onion, celery, minced garlic, of course you'll need the wild rice, pepper and salt, thyme, chicken bouillon cubes, rosemary, sage, bay leaves, and you'll need just a little bit of cornstarch in order to make a thickener. So I'm going to go away, prepare my ingredients, and I'll meet you at the crock pot. Be right back. Okay, now we're back and we're ready to get started. So I've already washed my chicken breast. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my whole chicken breast pieces in here, because once you get 30 minutes from the end of cooking, you're going to take these whole pieces out and then you're going to shred them. So I'm just going to put that in now. Next to that, I'm going to go ahead and put in some pieces of butter. And your recipe will be listed at the description box, or in the description box on the tutorial. Now, once I put that in, I'm going to go ahead and put in my celery. Then I'm going to put in my carrots. Now, I'm making a double batch, so you won't make as much as I am making, but like I said, I am going to list yours at the bottom of the tutorial. I'm going to put in my onion. I'm going to put in 3 bay leaves. I'm going to put in 2.5 tablespoons of minced garlic. Two and a half. Now, to that, I'm going to go ahead and add my wild rice. And this is 1 cup of wild rice. Now, before I start to add my chicken broth, I'm going to pour off 1/4 cup of chicken broth into the cup that I just poured the wild rice from. And I'm going to save that because I'm going to use that in order with my cornstarch in order to make the soup just a little bit creamier. Now I'm going to go ahead and add to this my chicken broth. Mine is 64 ounces of chicken broth because, like I told you, I'm making a lot. You're only going to need 32 ounces of chicken broth for this particular recipe. Now you're going to allow this to cook, if you're cooking it on high, for 5.5 hours. If you're going to cook it on low, it's for 7.5 hours. But 30 minutes prior to the completion of you finishing the cooking process, you're going to go in and you're going to take out the chicken breast. You're going to shred it. And at that point, one of the other things I wanted to add was some mushrooms. Okay, so if you have the fresh mushrooms, then you're going to add them the last 30 minutes of cooking. Okay, now I'm back and the soup is partially done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all the pieces of the chicken and I'm going to shred the chicken. I'm going to add to this chicken broth, I'm going to add 2 heaping tablespoons of the cornstarch. And I do have a can of mushrooms, but the recipe actually calls for fresh mushrooms. Don't have that, so I'm gonna drain this and I'm gonna add this to it. So when I get ready to put in the chicken, re-put in the chicken, and then add the mushrooms and the cornstarch, I'll bring you right back. Be right back. Okay, now we're back and the soup is ready. So I'm going to go ahead and dish up a bowl. And you can see your mushrooms and your carrots, your wild rice, and your chicken. Now, if you need this soup to be creamier, just add more cornstarch. But this is not a soup that's made to be creamy like that. But this is a hearty bowl of soup. Get just a little bit more of it. Now, look at it. That soup looks really, really good. I mean, really good. Now, I'm going to put it down on this plate. And I have a couple of pieces of buttered, crusty bread with it. But there you have it. On a day like I showed you here in Virginia, where there is snow everywhere. Everywhere there is snow. And it's so cold outside. This is what you need to warm your tummy. This is a very good soup. I think you're going to enjoy it if you try it. This is wild rice and chicken soup. And as always, thank you for watching Chris Cook for You Too. Bye.